Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. The river was just up into this spot where I'm at today. Yeah, you're right. It put a lot of stuff up in here. The river got up to over 13, almost 14 feet. So for the longest time, couldn't fish this spot. Look at it. It's just a debris field. All kinds of stuff up here, mostly wood. But if it floats, it's up in here. Now today is actually fairly windy, and unfortunately the wind is in the faces. It might be windy, but it is warm, like 76, 77 is what it's getting up to today, and this is the afternoon. And this is my friend Kieran. What's up? So that's 1 and 2 from me, another one from him, and that makes 3. That's a 12-footer he's got over there, and I've got 2 10-footers. I'm going to start out just with 1. It's going to be 2 rods out, but one on mine and 1 of his. When you're going to use your foot to do this, do it gently, because if you do it with extreme force, you're going to break the plastic. Little bait because it's a little hook, kind of little, right? It's a 3/0 Kale. We're at the back end of March here, but our water temps are still like February. It's still cold water, so I don't think we have a pre-spawn feed up being triggered by water temps today. I think the river's still a little too cold. I think we need a little more time, but it's not out of the question catching a fish today. We're just kind of going to use a winter tactic, a small bait. At least that's how I'm starting. I may change my mind depending on how this session goes, but I feel like if I do this, I'm ensuring a hookup, I'm ensuring a bite. You can live with that.
Yeah, I think it's all right.
Just a hair over 9 feet is what the river is. Well, that wind was really pushing on that 4-ounce lead. I did a cast slightly upriver to account for the drift that 4 ounce is likely going to have. Kieran is using a 5-ounce. In this anchorage spot where we're at, it can look like we have very little current, but in fact it's fooling you. The current is down there, it's strong. Well, that current has my lead trucking, and the wind is putting a bow on the line. You fairing out all right?
No, I need more. I'm going to put more weight on there.
Try that 6. Kieran is in the part of this spot that has stronger current. He's getting pulled really far to the right, so he upped from a 5 to a 6, or is that an 8? 8. He's using 8 ounces now. The amazing thing is Kieran's main line is only 25-pound test mono, whereas my main line is 80. 80-pound braid ensures that I can get out of some of these hefty burly snags the river has to offer us. And occasionally I land into really big fish, and I need that strength, especially if they get into some snags themselves. We're talking like, you know, there's a possibility of catfish over 100 pounds here, depending on the time of year. Bull shark, really big, depending on where we're at. we can find bull shark in the river at certain times of the year. Huge alligator gar. There's a possibility of having an encounter with a maxing out alligator gar. I think they max out at what, 14 feet historically, but it's been rare to find one at 14 feet lately. But imagine how much a 10 foot, 12 foot, because 10 and 12 feet are still found commonly. Now imagine how much that weighs.
Maybe in Texas.
No, the river's huge. And Lake Pontchartrain's got some big alligator gar in it as well.
Yeah, I've heard them like 250, 275 pounds.
Yeah. You do, it looks like something messing with it. I told you this to the right would be good to you. Going to the right at this spot. It can be good. It can also break your heart because you're into some heavier shit. There's something pecking at you. You got him? All right, so now we're gonna see what he's gonna do with this 25-pound mono. Now, the stuff that can break your heart when you're bringing a fish in is when you come up to the drop-off, this stuff that can cause problems down there. And then, because you're so far to the right, you see this fish coming in, and you see the tree coming out. It looks like he's gonna come right between this branch and the one out in the water, and you need to bring that fish up high, or he's gonna wrap you right around it. You're in the worst spot right there. You're gonna come this way. Keep the tight line. Everybody be like, you shouldn't tell people how to fish. Kieran's never been to this spot. This is Kieran's first nightmare with this tree limb, and not mine. Oh my goodness, somebody's gonna have to get wet. This is the biggest heartbreak of this, when you're throwing and you're letting it drift far to the right. What you're gonna have to do is see if he can figure it out for you, or you just keep. Yeah, he kind of backed off. Now, is he? Oh yes, you got him to come over that a little further towards the bank. That's a nice blue. It's about 20 pounds.
I got him, Mark. I probably got to retie, but I got him.
Yeah, walk him like a dog this way. Hey. Hello. Maybe about 20 pounds. It's definitely in between 15 and 20.
Yeah, I don't think he's 20. He's fat.
Look at the pink. Look at the pink around his lips, like he's been eating shrimp. When they eat a lot of shrimp, it makes their lips pink. Fresh batteries in the scale today.
Oh yeah.
You want to weigh them?
Uh-huh. I'll get the hook out. I think he's probably like 18.
You're correct. I'd say 18 because we haven't took out the weight of the grippers. And this is 18.12. 18.
Nice.
Oh, couldn't take a picture? Just show it up for the camera real quick as I fight this fish.
You got one on?
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a good fish.
One right after the other. We were here for a good while before you got that bite, and then I got this one, right?
Well, yeah, but not that long. It sounded like we were waiting like an hour.
No, not a whole hour, but about maybe 30 minutes.
My fish going. My fish needs to be re-released.
Yeah, he's disoriented. I just got this fish over the drop-off, and he feels a lot lighter than he was feeling initially as I was bringing him up. All right, look at that. Look at the size of that channel cat. All right, so I've just learned some things. Kieran was fishing a headpiece, and I was fishing a small piece, and his headpiece worked and the small piece worked. What does that tell you? That we could just throw a big piece out and it'll probably work. But yeah, you're right. Look at that channel cat. I'm not going to bother weighing him. That is a nice size channel cat.
As far as channel cats go, yeah.
Exactly. You know, I was researching.
He looks a little funny. He looks a little, his head looks a little misshapen or something, huh?
I was researching fishing the Los Angeles River, which can be a mess because there's not too many places where they let you fish it. They have channel cat and they have bullhead, and that's it. We're not keeping any fish today. There you go, you got it. All right.
Did you think I was going to land that fish?
I had faith in you. I was a little worried about the wood you had to bring them through because fish get lost there. We're switching to a 6/0.
He worked with me.
Yeah, I told you if you just let him, give him a little bit of line, maybe he'll do something in your favor, like back off. Otherwise, if you just kept like struggling right there, it can get worse. He'll wrap it. Sometimes you think they're gonna do something for you, but all they do is something you don't want them to do, like swim in a manner that wraps around. You don't want them to wrap around, because if they wrap the line around the wood there, if you're not willing to get in the water, you ain't gonna get that fish, because trying to get a fish to swim back up and get you unwrapped is about as difficult as a border collie trying to herd cats. Switching out the leaders is easy for me because I tied them with this loop and I can cow hitch to the swivel. Super easy. I have met people that couldn't wrap their mind around the cow hitch, always asking me to do it for them, but it's super easy. Just need that loop, surgeon's loop, pierce it, get it through, and see, you got a loop now. Keep it like that, about halfway through there. Take your hook, run it through that loop, and cinch it down. Super simple. Did I mess up? I think my cast was all right, but my footing was not on these rocks. We got to be so close to the pre-spawn feed up. So close that we're going to be able, because we've already done something. I thought we were going to do nothing. Last week, remember, I was out here on the river, not this spot, but this area, and I did nothing. Sat there forever.
Fresh bait?
Yeah, fresh bait, but I'm in deeper water today. Not too deeper. I was in 20 feet then, and I might be in 25 or 30. But that was a week ago. So we're just a little bit better. But maybe another 2 weeks from now, it could be just fully on. We'll see what else we do for this session. Yeah, you're right. Success. That's the word. Success. Not that great, but it did not suck. We did not get skunked. One apiece and a few little bites after that. And now, in about another few minutes, it's going to be nighttime. And it is just still too cold, water temp and air temp, for anything to be rocking out all night. We could sit here for a few more hours and probably get another fish or two, but we're not willing to do that because it's just not worth it quite yet. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Definitely thank you for that. Being a member of the channel, so appreciate that. Love you for that. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.